There are many psychological reasons why people suppress their emotions, and some are directly or indirectly related to maintaining one's social image. And some people want to appear nice or to others or even themselves, because it's our social conditioning, sociocultural conditioning, and basically acknowledging mistakes, the failures, or expressing negative emotions might have a negative connotation and might appear to make a person weak or lacking control, something like that. But the positive thinking movement unfortunately encourages people to ignore their negative emotions, thinking they're not supposed to be felt. And every time you ignore the negative, you're literally giving it its own energy. And negative and positive are just the same thing on the opposite array. And so what happens is that we literally, with that, we're encouraging unhealthy emotional bypass and toxic positivity. It's a toxic positivity. Those are negative emotions, so-called negative, although they are unpleasant, in fact, they're catalyst of change in our lives and the pathways to healing, literally. So unpleasant emotions actually allow you to discover what feelings are ignored in a certain form in the past and what feelings have not been experienced in full, because everything here that exists is here for to be acknowledged, recognized, yeah, experienced, integrated, and resolved or released forever. So what happens is that most of the time when we ignore these negative emotions, it's usually when unpleasant feelings become more intense and more intrusive to our peaceful state, then we take a notice and then we decide to take an action to minimize or eliminate that intrusion or feelings of well-being, because feeling negative after a while you feel comfortable with it. Sometimes people are unable to realize what's the energy and what's the purpose of any emotion, now especially repressing and suppressing them instead, unfortunately. For example, if you feel some undesirable emotion, it doesn't matter what it is, and when it's being neglected, suppressed, or repressed, then you cannot recognize or you cannot use the energy that you waste on that emotion, or you cannot use the energy that is from the opposite emotion.